Hey guys, and we're back. We're gonna get another message. Somebody need help. They gotta quit being a third wheel enemy because I'm still having sweet dreams. So we're gonna get another message. You live and you learn. They just need to chuck it up. Admit defeat is what I'm hearing. Somebody need to just admit defeat. They want to compromise. Somebody quit. It was an accident to go after some type of real estate or to invest with these people. It was a nightmare. This person is suffering. They cast it out. They homeless. They poor. They failed at something. So we're going to get in here and see what's going on. Somebody is not having sweet dreams. This person is overloaded. They in danger. Something was an accident to come for somebody that loved themselves. They was putting their money together, thinking that that was going to bring them peace. And here I am, the one at peace. And these people is overloaded. These people is overloaded for trying to achieve this goal. Somebody wore a mask. They was being deceptive. They was pretending something was inconsistent with some type of marriage. Because somebody remembered something. Somebody want to reconcile. Somebody married somebody. Now they want to reconcile after they was trying to bully me. And it came out. Bully. After this person was trying to bully me. Somebody was being deceptive. They embarrassed about some gossip. This person is a bully. They wasn't able to trap me. I'm nobody's victim. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm not offended. I'm not bonded. Something just wasn't logical. To try and stress somebody out, that can tell your fortune. Somebody was being stubborn when they was coaching somebody or getting some advice to support these people to get what was reserved. Some type of desires to get what they desired. They was supporting people that desired and was planning and organizing. They bright idea. They came up with this bright idea out of their pride and ego. Now they disappointed because they wasn't able to trap me and I'm still getting the victory while this person has failed. They've been casted away. Because of my origin, I'm still getting justice. I'm getting justice from these people that was trying to rob me. Somebody is depressed. They paranoid. They frightened because maybe people was finding out that they partnered up with these people. This person is not pure. They're not innocent. They're not a sweetheart. They don't have unconditional love. They don't want to be a third wheel enemy no more. They wasn't able to do something distrustful. Now this person is worried about the decisions that they made to invest with these people to rob me. They was consistently doing something with a soulmate. They was bribed and tempted and persuaded. Now this person want to reconcile. They want to compromise because they wasn't able to separate me from a promise. That's what they was planning. They wasn't planning on not being able to strategize this. Now this person need help. They wasn't able to cause me a natural disaster. They wasn't expecting for me to survive. Now this person quit. They withdraw. Somebody feel like it's a miracle. They surprised that I'm still getting good news and that I'm not the one cursed. They thought that they was going to gain some problems. They thought that they was going to gain some type of profit and get some type of jackpot, a reward, a fortune. Okay. So let's see. Let's clarify these and then we'll whip out the handy dandy notebook. So somebody wore a mask. This person is a bully. They don't own me. They alliance with these people. Now they on the outside looking in, eye to eye with the demons within. And this person is paranoid that he networked with these people to be a false person. He didn't know that I was pure. He didn't know that I was a sweetheart. He didn't know that I would ward off his evil and his black magic. Because he didn't know how resilient I was and that he would be the one going through the storm, not me, the storm. Because my heart is light as a feather. That's why they're going through a storm. Because of my intuition. Because of my magic. Because I warded off the evil that they was sending to me. This person wore a mask. They was deceptive. They was pretending and inconsistent. And I escaped. I escaped this person. I listened to the signs and synchronicities that he was sick, and that changed the wheel. That closed out a cycle, and that's why my wish fulfillment is here, because it's okay to start over and over again. That's how I rose again like a phoenix. These people thought I was gonna care. This person don't own me. Now they finding out that it's no honor amongst thieves, and God help anyone who disrespects the queen. These people wore a mask, and I escaped. Somebody was being deceptive, and I still escaped their web. This person was inconsistent, and I listened to the signs. The evil entity has left. Return to sender. Breaking the curse. Black magic backfired. That's what I did. I broke the curse, and the black magic backfired. Now they're going through a return to sender, and a beautiful transformation is coming in for me. All these fake people, they can't get my sacral chakra energy. They can't create nothing. They wasn't expecting for me to dispel the illusions. Whole time, I'm a divine feminine, and these people was just mocking me because they was scared of me. They was just disguising their fear. These people wore a mask, and now they going through a return back to sender. All that black magic they did to trap me, I ended up escaping. They can't hide, and they can't hide what I already know. That I already know that they was being big fat fake phonies, doing spell work on me, pretending, wearing a mask. Spirit guides, or my spirit guides are shielding me. Fall down 7, get back up 8. I rise because I'm determined. That's why I'm unbreakable. Somebody went on a journey. They traveled. They went to a distance. And whatever they did at that distance, whatever they traveled to do, is about to backfire. The plans failed. They getting backlash and karma. Because I found my sacred space, I cleansed and took flight. Now something is coming in hot. For these bullies, they embarrassed now that they was going around gossiping like this about me. They didn't, because all because they thought that they was gonna bully me so that I wasn't able to manifest my dreams into reality. That's why they was bullying me, because they didn't want me to be able to manifest. Now this person is on the outside looking in, and it's game over for that ass, because I'm still in alignment, and you're the one going through a storm. You started a storm because I'm tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. That's why you can't steal. You're going to jail because I balanced my emotions. These people tried to bully me so that I didn't manifest. They didn't know that I was a magical motherfucker. They didn't want me to discover my magic. That's what it is. They didn't want me to discover my magic. And still, I cleansed that ass away, cleanse myself of negativity, and start focusing on self-care. Sit back, watch, observe, and then make your move. Everybody was lying. That's why they on the outside looking in. It's game over. With all these alliances, with all these people who was trusting each other. They thought that they was being honest. They thought that they was compatible together. Yep, the wheel has turned. The cycle is over. Something is complete. My wish fulfillment is here because of my intuition, because of my magic. I ward off this evil. Something was a rumor. They was just projecting on me, hoping to stop the karmic wheel from turning. This house, this organization, this group, this family. They wanted to start a war with me because I chose peace over them. They didn't want me to have a new start. They didn't want me to walk in nature. They didn't want me to reach my destination. They didn't want me to step into the unknown and take action and follow my heart. But here I am, heart still like a lotus flower, because I did exactly that. And now my mind is illuminated to ancient teachings because I took a step back. Exactly what I said. I withdrew. I reflected. I gained a new perspective. Do not enter. They went the wrong way. They should have watched for the signs. The universe was guiding me in the right direction. That's why I get this financial growth. That's why I get this cash windfall. That's why I get this inheritance, this good fortune. They didn't want me to activate my soul so that they can get some sudden wealth. But surprise, surprise, resilience is my superpower. I adapt and built for survival. I strive and survive under and in harsh conditions. These people was alliances. Now that cycle is over and my wish fulfillment is here. They wasn't expecting, or they didn't want me to keep the vision. They didn't want me to continue to dream, but my third eye is open. That's why I'm still achieving my goals, because I trust the process. I see into the future. These people never wanted me to gain clarity about who was sick and where the sickness came from, or that they were trying to make me sick. But I did the complete opposite and listened to the signs. These people just didn't want what I wanted to want me. Remember, because of who I am and because my natural vibration, I automatically attract the things that I desire because of my frequency. These people didn't want what wanted me to want me. what I wanted to want me, meaning the attraction. They didn't want me to attract good things. So that's why they was trying to flip me in the reverse, so that they can get this great fortune, so that they can steal that shit. They didn't want me to get into a soul contract. They didn't want me to have pure love. Remember, they didn't want me to be with a divine masculine. That's the seeds they planted, and now they reaping what they sowed. Because I continue to put in the work, grow, and nurture myself. This person just swear up and down they was me. That's what they was acting like me in a court case. They burnt their bridge because I reflected and gained this cosmic knowledge within and healed. That's why I'm receiving the gift. That's why I'm getting the good news. Now somebody is paranoid. They depressed. They got some type of phobia. Because they wasn't able to play mind games with me. I was supposed to be depressed and paranoid and frightened. But this person wasn't able to play mind games. They wasn't able to lie, manipulate, intimidate. They didn't outwit me. They couldn't influence or control me. Because I'm not a narcissist. Now this person is eye to eye with the demons within. Because I'm not the one paranoid. They are. Something was a lie and they didn't even know it. They wasn't able to play mind games with me. And everybody they worked with, these alliances, these people they networked with, they knew that they wasn't going to be able to do this. They wasn't able to play mind games. Now these hoes is going to jail. You're going to jail. They're going to jail now. Imprisonment. Because they wasn't able to make me suffer. They wasn't able to afflict me or put me in my emotions or make me feel overwhelmed and hopeless or powerless. They wasn't able to cause me a mental illness, put me in grief, anger, weakness, or make me struggle. All these people, that's what they was networking to do. Oh, was that there? Oh, I don't think that was there. Friendship, team, connection, network. These people that, like I just said, the people that they partnered up with lied to them. Slander, judgment, projecting. They was just projecting. Spinning the illusion. Lying to this person that they would be able to get this job done, that they would be able to bully me and be deceptive to me and make me paranoid and depressed. I'm tapped into the infinite flow of the universe, and that's why these people is going through a storm, because I'm in alignment, I'm balanced, and it's game over for them. That's why they on the outside looking in. They getting exposed. You're getting exposed. That ass is grass. They didn't want they getting exposed for not wanting me to get justice for what they did. These people don't own me. That's why I detached. They wanted domination over me and I ended up escaping. I'm the run free. That's why I'm free, because I did what the fuck I was supposed to do. I got the ancient teachings and the illuminated mind. That's why I get the money. So these people network to lie about me. They network to slander my name so that people would judge me negatively. They thought that they was going to get a gift, or I'm getting a gift because I healed. These people was just mocking me because they was disguising their fear that they had for my divine energy. They didn't expect for me to dispel through the illusion and cleanse my energy of negativity. Whole time I'm sitting back, watching, observing, and then I made my motherfucking move out this bitch because I listened to the signs and the synchronicities. Something was a rumor. These people was just networking, slandering me for money so that they can get some money. They spread these rumors on me for money. That's why they wanted me in this karmic bond, in this unstable relationship, unresolved issues from the past. And I ended up honoring. I was cool with the fact that he didn't want to be who I needed in my life. I said, okay, if that's what you want to do, go ahead over there. And I'm going to stay over here where I've been before I met you. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. I honored what was ending. I reflected. And that was the change of the tides when it came to these people's secrets and what they do in their shadow. This person was doing love spells, potions and rituals, attraction, self-love, romance spells. And that ass is getting exposed. Because I was enjoying the silence. That's why I get a beautiful transition. This person is fake. He was phony. He was hiding his true character. He just wanted my sacred energy so that he could manifest. And that was not a part of the plan. These love spells. Remember the other day it came out that he cheated from doing love spells on me. That was a lie. Somebody said I did love spells on him, and that was a lie. Sweetheart in the river. Oh, he wasn't never supposed to find out because I was supposed to be dead before I could talk. Sweetheart in the reverse, somebody is not pure, or they didn't know that I was genuine and authentic, that I got authentic love, that my emotions was balanced before they decided that they was going to steal my energy, time, and money. They was hoping and wishing and praying that they could stop the karmic wheel for turning, but that ass is going through the backfire. The plans has already failed because I'm not suffering, and you're the only one eye to eye with the demons that you have within. I don't have no demons within. Somebody is not pure. They're not a sweetheart. They didn't know that I had unconditional love and that I was genuine and authentic. Remember, they thought that I did a love spell on them. I eliminated this person evil that they was sending to me. And that was something that he didn't see. He didn't know that I was also wearing a mask. He thought that my emotions was out of whack. Oh, because he listened to the lies that somebody who swore up and down they was me told him. That's what he was expecting. He wasn't expecting for this person to lie. He thought that whatever they said was truth. It was Bible. He thought that this person was helping him out by telling him who I really was. And now he finding out that this person just really wanted to be me really, really bad. If he would have knew that, he wouldn't have been hoping and wishing and praying. He didn't expect that. He didn't know that he wouldn't be able to afflict me or cause me no suffering or put me in no delusion. He wasn't expecting for me to just walk away. He thought I was going to be mad and angry and confused, and it's a no. I was actually healing and illuminating my mind to ancient teachings. This person who swore up and down they was just mocking me in an attempt to disguise their fear because they feel like I'm better than them. That's the illusion that I dispelled. That's why my heart is light as a feather, because I cleanse myself and focus on my spiritual hygiene. Okay. Ooh, this drink so good. Little dragon fruit refresher from Panera. And it got real dragon fruit in there. Delicious. So let's see. I got the gift to be a healer. I got the gifts to be a healer. That's my gift, is to be a healer, because I'm a starseed. That's why I'm not struggling. That's why I'm not poor. That's why I don't never lack, because I'm here to do something for the greater good of humanity. And it has somebody hot 99. They losing it. They losing their motherfucking mind. This person is crazy and unstable. They mad as fuck that they wasn't able to steal. They mad because they wasn't able to steal. This person wore a mask. They was pretending. They was being deceptive. They was inconsistent. And that's why. Because they was just trying to steal from me. I'm not gay. And it has somebody in their thoughts, a mature woman, and she getting karma. Because I was never an op to this person. She was just jealous and envious. What the hell is this? Somebody wore a mask. They was being a big fat fake phony. Because they wanted this money. That's why they was being fake to me. That's why they wore a mask, like I just said. Because they wasn't with me because they really liked me. They was with me for money. This person is going through a return back to sender because the black magic didn't work. I broke the curse. And now this person is concerned because they don't have the power of the entity or the people that they worked with. They by themselves. They alone. And they can't hide what I already know. The starseed. They concerned because I'm a starseed. They concerned because they came for the right, wrong one. They did this chaos magic. A rich girl on me. Or they get their chaos magic on the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody was happy to do this voodoo. Somebody was praying on my downfall and being a big fat fake phony. They was just manipulating people, confusing people, playing mind games in order to get them to sign this contract, to agree to do something for them against me. Him. That's who concerned right now. They can't hide what I already know. They can't hide. He can't hide the fact that I already know that he worked with these people for money to try and take me out. Me. They can't hide what I already know. Remember, I'm tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. I can read these people's thoughts and they upset. Because that's why I won't be back in a union with him. Because I know what he worked with this Gemini. I know he was the leader. And I'm speaking straight facts and I'm standing on it. This person was being invasive and nosy, and now people doing their research and found out that these was the ones doing too much. They can't run away, avoid, and escape what they did with this other woman either. They was trying to steal, or they did. These people is on drugs, or they was addicted to trying to steal. They wanted to bully me. This person was gossiping, harassed me. Now they embarrassed. Because all that is coming to an end. Them trying to bully me is coming to an end. Hold on. I'm glad this card fell on the floor, because I definitely forgot this one fell on the floor. These people pretended. And he wore a mask and tried to catch me in his web. And all that is ending with these people trying to bully me so that they can get some money. Because I'm the only one of you hoes that got access now for coming for me. That's what you get. What's this dream weaver? Lucid dreams, create your own reality, escape. That's how I escaped. Because this person that wore a mask, they was trying to weave my dreams. But I'm the one who create my own reality. These backwards ass parents. That's why they worked with this person. Because they was supposed they was trying to create what they wanted in my life. These backwards ass parents. What's these parents in the reverse? They're getting karma for what they did to me, the high priestess. Because they can't hide what I already know. These backwards ass parents did all of this for money. Working with this nice guy. Who the nice guy? The one who did chaos magic. The one that they hired to bully me. The one that's concerned because the black magic is failed. This person wanted to bully me, and all that's coming to an end. They didn't want me to be able to manifest. They didn't want me to be in my purpose. They didn't want me to discover my job title and position. Next card. They didn't want me to discover my magic. Exactly. They didn't want me to discover my magic. But they wasn't able to control me. Now things is out of control. They have no control of nothing, especially not me. They wasn't able to manipulate me. And that's what we trusted. They trusted that they would be able to, and then get something out the courthouse that got to do with the destiny of a role model. But I was protected. I put up boundaries to these people because they was low vibrational. This old dirty bastard. This the not so nice guy over here that thought that he was going to get high honor and gifts from being toxic to a divine being. He finding out that I'm divine and he hot 99. If he would have knew that, he wouldn't have never tried to steal from me. He got a reading done from somebody and they ain't even tell him. He not surprised though to find out that I'm a starseed and why these people didn't want him to fuck with me. I really am independent, fearless, intelligent, and strong. These people was just talking shit about me. And wasn't able to control shit. Now everything is out of control with these alliances. Because I'm being honest. And people trust me. They trust my access. They trust where I'm getting this information from. They trust that this access is why I know these things. Because the Most High God. Somebody is not happy. They losing it. They losing their motherfucking mind. A Sagittarius. Because he being exposed or she being exposed. A Capricorn is successful. They being exposed. The Sagittarius, and they mad as fuck because people can see for themselves that I'm practical, ambitious, disciplined, careful, humorous, and reserved. They see that's why I'm successful. A divine masculine is going through destruction. I'm the abundance and he just now awakening. He didn't know that. He was just optimistic that I wouldn't discover my gifts and that he would be able to do this fraud, and it's not working out like that. This person was just superficial. Aquarius, or he told this Aquarius that I was superficial, or whoever this Sagittarius is told this Aquarius that I was superficial. But when they wasn't able to make me struggle, that's how they knew that this person did a beauty spell on them. They finding out that I'm extraterrestrial. They said that I was promiscuous. A sibling. So this Aries that this person worked with said that I was promiscuous and that they would be able to get this job done. The world. That cycle is over. It's a completion. And my wish fulfillment is here. Because this person wasn't able to trick me. They wasn't able to be deceptive. They can't do this fraud. This charlatan. Because I held the vision. They wasn't expecting that. That's why I'm still achieving my goals. They wasn't expecting for me to trust the process. They wasn't expecting for my third eye to be open and for them to have legal issues. What's the legal? Yep. For this entity attachment. They thought they was going to get something out the courthouse. They thought that they had did their big one and that I was the one sick. But I'm not a lust monkey, remember? I don't sleep around and damn sure not for no money. Now this person is depressed. They paranoid. Because I know what they did. Inner intuitive Kev. I know what they did with a Leo and a sister. A Sagittarius. And a Sagittarius. What's the inner knowing? Yeah. I know what they did. Nobody believing their lies no more. I know that they was going around lying, slandering, and spreading a false narrative about me because they wanted this money, because they was trying to steal. Now they wasn't able to play mind games with me. They wasn't able to trick me. They wasn't able to manipulate me and lie. I ended up leaving that ass. Imprisonment. I ended up leaving because he was playing too many games. This person just wanted to impersonate me, but wasn't able to block my finances from the chaos magic that they was doing. So remember, if they want something of yours, that means you can't have it. So if they wanted to steal my money, they would have to block it first and then redirect it to them. Some magical shit, okay, that these people be doing. But they wasn't able to abuse me. They wasn't able to block my finances. They wasn't able to manipulate me, play games. They wasn't able to lie to me. They wasn't able to outwit me. Imprisonment. Now they all going to jail. Because they wasn't able to change me. Nothing changed from the work that they was doing on me. Now they all going to jail. They all trapped. They in spiritual jail for sure, for sure. Because it was an illusion that they would be able to attach something to me and give me bad habits and toxic cords and turn me karmic from being in secret collaborations and dark alliances with these people. They was all working together and doing work together to confuse me and put me under an illusion that somebody was just lusting after a divine feminine, being bound to them, and they wasn't able to do it. They wasn't able to cause me no conflict. Aries is an impersonator, or she worked with one doing chaos magic. These people are narcissists and their finances are blocked. They going to jail because they wasn't able to change me. Or I'm supposed to be trapped and they wasn't able to change me to trap me. This priest, this magical motherfucker. Who this priest? He worked with this Leo, his best booty bumping friend. So this is the hired lover. He the one who went around lying and slandering me, and I know about it. He was supposed to alter my morals and values and life-making decisions. That was he was hired to do, to play mind games with me and shit. And that shit didn't work. They all teamworked and networked and connected with each other. They all invested with each other to be big fat fake phonies and to wear a mask and be deceptive to me so that they can con me about my spot, so that they can steal my shit. Network, team, connection. This community. They worked with all of these people, and now they're all in guilt, remorse, and regret because something was a rumor. These people lied and was going around slandering my name. The whole time, I'm the healer. Whole time, I'm the motherfucking healer. They did all of this lying, spreading all these rumors and all these lies so that people could judge me harshly. For money, whole time, I'm the healer. This twin flame lost his soul contract, and that's to be trusted. Or somebody is not somebody's twin flame, and they trust that. Or they didn't want me to have this genuine and authentic love. So they was doing divination on me. He didn't know, or he didn't know that he was my twin flame and he was doing divination on me and lost his divinity. That's why he's not surprised that I'm a starseed and why people didn't want to fuck with me, because they didn't want people to love me like they would naturally do. So they did spell work. Unexpected income. Gifts. I'm the healer and my gifts bring money to me. That's how the universe set it up. Remember, I'm not struggling, I'm not in lack, and I'm not in poverty because of who I am. Because that's not my road, that's not my pathway, that's not a part of my fate, my fortune, or my karma for me to struggle. What's the gift here? Sick. Somebody got unexpected income to give me this HIV/AIDS. That's why he was going around lying and slander and defaming my character. Because he was trying to put his karma on me so that he could steal my abundance. Unexpected income. You're going to jail because you was knowingly spreading HIV. That's what they was expecting. For me to get caught up with this disease. That was the plan. And then they was going to say that I'm the one who gave it to everybody. And I was supposed to be the one trapped and in jail or a mental asylum or what. Out the way. Out the way. That's what they was expecting.
You want the bag?
Dang it. 3111 on there. So this person didn't know that I was a sweetheart, that I was pure, that I was genuine and authentic, that I had unconditional love. He didn't know that I was his beloved, not his belovely, not he did this to his own divine counterpart, not his belovely. I eliminated all the evil that he sent to me, him and his mask, ripped them bitches off. A mature woman did chaos magic to make me sick. It was gossip and lies that it would work. Sweetheart in the reverse. That's why I'm not bound. He didn't know. Bondage in the reverse. Sweetheart in the reverse. He didn't, heavy on the, he didn't know that I had unconditional love. That I was genuine and authentic. Unconditional love. He didn't know that. And that he wouldn't be able to bind me. They covered that part up. About this setup to this divine masculine. When they spun it to him, when they spun the plan to him, they didn't tell him that I was his beloved, that I was pure, that I was genuine, that I was a healer, that I was a high priestess, that I would see him, and that he wouldn't be able to get this job done. Because of who I believe in, they just had faith that the rituals was going to work, and that they would be abundant, or that's what they told him, to have faith in the rituals, and that he would get this abundance and good fortune from doing death magic. He thought I was a karmic femme. Or that's what a karmic femme told him. I ended up eliminating all the evil. Somebody traveled. They came for me and they can't run, avoid, or escape what they did. Elimination of evil. Rich girl in the reverse. Somebody was happy because they thought I was a rich girl in the reverse. Who this rich girl in the reverse that done fell on the floor? She works with this Ice King. Rich girl in the reverse. Not obsessed. She worked with this Ice King. So this is the Picklacia that's over here on the ground, bawling her eyes up, looking stupid, crying with the ugly face. She worked with this Ice King. She hired the hitman. Remember, I was supposed to fall in love with him, and he was supposed to dupe me and steal my abundance physically and down here. And she was supposed to glow up with my soul contract, and he was supposed to get some money and blow his bitch up. But I never was obsessed with this person. That's the only way they plan would have worked. I was supposed to chase him. After he was treating me bad, I was supposed to chase him. And I actually eliminated the evil. Remember, they thought they did their big one. They didn't know that I was actually healing. That's why I'm still winning. And somebody else is not a boss. Because I'm not crazy. From all the chaos magic that they did. Infinite mask. This person, this guy here, this old dirty bastard, he had infinite mass, infinite people that he could be. The people that he done killed off, he done took their energy and he walk around in their essence. And then regular people that he just meets, that you'll just meet him at a friend house. He a friend of a friend. Next thing you know, That was the only time you met the motherfucker. Now, next thing you know, he going around acting like you. You said some words or some slogans or some phrases, and now he walking around talking like he you. His low vibing ass. He had infinite mask on who you could see him as. That's why I put up boundaries to this big fat fake phony. I was protected from him, and he's not getting this high honor. I'm the one getting a new beginning because this person was toxic to a divine being. That's why he mad. This person wore infinite mask. This mature man, this old dirty bastard, this low vibing demon. He worked for the ops. He sold his soul to the devil for fame. He's a flying monkey. He's, like I just said, he sold his soul to the devil for fame. The devils are the family, this raggedy ass, soul snatching, destiny swapping, hex cursing, black magic throwing family. Those are the devils that he sold his soul to when he agreed to work with them. He thought he was gonna be some cool guy. Now they all going to jail because they being looked into by some authority, somebody who got some real authority. Looking into this backwards ass family. Didn't I just say that they work together? Backwards ass family. They wasn't expecting for me to move on from him. At least not before they did their big one. Twin flame in the reverse, divine feminine. He lost his twin flame union, and I'm still active in good standings with the universe. Family moving on in the reverse, moving on in the reverse. Period. I wasn't supposed to move on from him and this other woman. From him going and put me... They said I wouldn't leave him if he put me in a love triangle. Backwards ass family. They not even my soulmates. They not even my real family members. They just didn't want him or anybody to know that I was of high honor. And he ain't getting it. They are all going through destruction. This family is not of high honor. There's some big fat fake phonies. They're soul snatchers. They're destiny swappers. They're devil worshippers. Soulmate in the reverse. Period. These people is not a part of my soul. Well, they were a part of my journey, but only for lessons. And they didn't want me to get a soulmate. This backwards ass family didn't want me to get this genuine, authentic love. They didn't want me to meet my divine counterpart and be in a happy, healthy, loving relationship, a genuine and authentic connection. They only wanted me to be with people that was a part of their secret society so that they can watch and stalk me and do spell work on me. Whole time, a soulmate is a part of my contract. It's a part of my fate. It's a part of my future. It's a part of my good karma. It's a part of my destiny. And this is what these people did so that I didn't never have genuine and authentic love. I'm not a lust monkey. That's why it is mine. Because I'm the only one of you hoes that's not a hoe. Third party. They told him I wouldn't move on from him. But when he wasn't able to block my access, he wasn't able to block my access. Or they wasn't expecting for me to block him and for him to lose his protection. What's the blocked access? A backwards ass mature woman. He put me in a third party, a love triangle, and wasn't able to block me like this mature woman said. Mature woman in the reverse. Yeah, and he mad because she said that I would be his other woman and that I wouldn't leave him, and that I would be cool with being not the main one. Yeah, he mad because he abused me for no reason. He did all of this for no reason. And then lost me on top of that, his divinity, his magic, everything. I'm not promiscuous and somebody is awakening. Why I'm still stable after this love offer, why I'm still achieving my goals, is because I'm not a fucking Jezebel. This spell work only works on Jezebels. People who are Jezebels, who have lustful spirits attached to them. I don't care if you lusting after money, like this greedy motherfucker was, or if you're lusting after fucking somebody not being with somebody, or somebody else not having something. You can lust after fucking chocolate. I mean, whatever the fuck it is. I don't have a lustful spirit. It's not a part of my destiny. It's not a part of my contract. That's also why they weren't able to give me this entity attachment, because it was not fated for me to have a life-threatening disease this lifetime. And these people tried to, remember, they was hoping that they can change the wheel to go in their favor. Put me on the bottom and put them on the top. That's how they was going to steal my shit. And that's to be trusted. They trusted that they could do divination and that I wouldn't get genuine and authentic love. A Gemini didn't want me to be in a union, so they was talking shit. They wanted to steal my intellect and wasn't able to. Ancestors in the reverse. They not fucking with this person. He finding out that this mature woman lied to him. She told him that he would be able to block my access and put me in a third party. This is somebody in my family. He found out that that was a lie. He lost his protection. Like I said, he lost me, and he's losing everything. His ancestors do not fuck with him because of what he did to me. Somebody who independent, intelligent, fearless, and strong wanted to give me an attachment. He was the one paid. Remember, he was the hired hitman. He was the paid lover, the handler, the crazy stalker, magical motherfucker, magical thorn, dark magic motherfucker. He was hired to give me this entity attachment. And that's exactly why they not fucking with him. This person came for me. And you going through the karma of coming for me. And that's what you get. This is my destiny because I love myself. Exactly. Remember, I'm not a lust monkey. That's what God said. He said, this is mine because I'm who built for it. The fuck? That's why he gave it to me. Because I'm the one who was built for it. The fuck? And these people steady trying to tell God, no, don't give it to her. Give it to me. No, don't give it to her. Give it to me. How? How that work? How? Somebody don't like somebody because they tried to attach something to me. Or they didn't want people to fuck with me. They wanted me to have an attachment. They was playing mind games, tricking people, thinking that they would be able to bind me. So that's the HIV. They thought if I had HIV, then I would never find genuine love. Because who wants to be with somebody who's HIV positive? That's what they was thinking. Whole time, I don't even get it. I don't have it. That's how they was trying to bind me. They was trying to bind me that way, by getting me sick so that nobody else would want me, because they knew my destiny, they knew my pathway, and they wanted it for themselves. This backwards ass family, the culprits. Like I said, they're the devil. They're demonic. They're nefarious. They bind people. They steal their destinies. They destiny swap with them. And their mask is ripped off. And their fucking masks are ripped off. Thanks to moi and my story time, Do You Believe in Magic? Now streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and occasionally on TikTok. But if you want to catch daily uploads, catch me on my YouTube. Do You Believe in Magic? RW.